Hello everyone and welcome back to JavaScript and Codecademy. So today we're going to be working a bit more on variables, and at the end we will do a conclusion. So let's get started straight away. We have learned how to do a few things now. Make strings, find the length of strings, find what character is in the nth position, do basic math. Not bad for a day's work. Well, it isn't really a day's work, but oh well. To do more complex coding, we need a way to save the values from our coding. We do this by defining a variable with a specific case-sensitive name. Once you create or declare a variable as having a particular name, you can then call up that value by typing the variable name. So an example is var, which stands for variable, var name, which is the name of the variable which you want to give it. Var doesn't have to be there, I believe, equals whatever data you want to assign to it. So an example, you have variable my name is leng, variable my age is 30, variable isodd is true. So hopefully that's self-explanatory, and in all languages you will have this, and it's going to be pretty similar. And to assign, I think in most languages that you're going to have an equal sign. So what we need to do is create a variable called my age and type in your age. So create a variable var my age equals, I don't know, let's do 34 or 345, why not? Well, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. Let's move on. More variable practice. We have seen how to create a variable, but how do we use it? It is useful to think that anytime you type the variable's name, you are asking the computer to swap out the variable name and swap in the value of the variable. So, for example, if you make a variable called my name is and assign Steve Jobs to it, if you do my name.substring 0 to 5, it's going to print whatever the substring of this string is, and it's not going to have any effect on my name. So look at the second line above. You have asked the computers to swap out my name and swap in Steve Jobs. So that becomes Steve Jobs.substring that, as I said, which evaluates to Steve. Another example, you have variable my age is 120 as not a string. So my age modulo 12. So wait. Oh, it's asking us what is my age modulo 12. So that's going to be 0, because if you divide 120 by 12, you get exactly 10. Let's actually check if that's correct. It should be. Yes, it's correct. It was 0. So the variable stores the value of the variable stores the value of the variable. Okay, that makes sense now. Whether that is a number or a string, or a boolean, or a doubled, which we'll learn later on, or an array or a list. As you will see soon, this makes writing long programs much easier and much clearer. So follow the instructions in the comments in the code to continue. Okay, so declare a variable on line 3 called my country and give it a string value. So var my country equals string value. Well, let's do United Kingdom for a change. Use console.log to print out the length of the variable my country. So I will just copy the name. Oops, I did not mean to delete the second parentheses or second bracket. I need to get the length of that, which we do by doing .length. Then we need to use console.log to print out the first 3 letters of my country. So my country.substring, and our arguments are going to be first 3 letters 0 and 3, because it stops before 3, so it's going to stop at 2. So we have 0, 1 and 2 printed out, which are the first 3 letters. Okay, we have done something wrong. So is there supposed to be a semicolon there? Yes, there is. So I'll have to remember to do that. What have we done wrong now? Note that New York and New York are seen as by the computer to be different strings. Okay. Is that helpful to us in any way? No. So we declare the variable, which is called my country. And have we done that correctly? Yes, we have. Use that to print out the length of the variable my country. We have done that as well. Doing a semicolon there by any chance? I don't think that we do. No, we definitely don't. Oh, I just misspelled that. I should have just read the error straight away. Cool. So now we have done this. The first three letters are uni, because that's what they are. That's interesting. University, United Kingdom. Somehow connected? Probably not. So let's move on. So far we've seen how to create a variable and how to use a variable. Let's now see how to change a variable's value. A variable's value is easily changed. Just pretend you are creating a new variable while using the same name or existing variable. So you have variable my age equals 30 as a string. Say I had a birthday and I want to change my age. You have my age equals 31. But in the second case, you don't put the var in front of my age. You just say my age equals something new. Now the value of my age is 31. Follow the instructions on line 1, line 3, and line 5, and line 8. We're using this method to show you the order in which you tell the computer what to do. What to do is very important. Okay, that doesn't completely make sense, but hopefully it's going to make sense now. On line 2, declare a variable my name and give it your name. Okay. We need to do var my name and make it equal different spelling of my name. There we go. On line 4, use console.log. Let's do that. To print out the my name variable. So let's do that then. On line 7, so that's there, change the value of my name to be just the first 2 letters of your name. So my name without the var in front of it equals my name dot substring, and in here we need to do 0 and 2. So why have I used my name here? Well, I have used my name here because I'm just using my old to replace it with my new. And you can do this. You are allowed to do this, and it works perfectly. Because here this just gets replaced with my name, Mihai, and when that gets replaced there, you get 0 and you get this done to it, so you get mi. And you assign that to my name again. So it's going to work. Then what we need to do is on line 9 use console.log to print out the my name variable. So I can't spell. Console.log to print out the my name variable. And we need a semicolon at the end. There we go. So as we can see, when we first print it out, it prints out Mihai or Mihej or whatever you want to call it. And then once we do that operation to it, it prints out my or mi, however you want to pronounce that. So let's move on. Conclusion part 1. Let's do a quick review. Data types, strings, numbers, and booleans so far. We will learn a lot more in the future, and we will even learn how to make our own variables hopefully. We store data values in variables. We can bring back the values of these variables by typing the variable name. Manipulating numbers and strings. You can use comparisons, modulo, string length, and substrings. And to also show what you're doing, you can use console.log to print to the console. So what we need to do is on line 1 create a variable my color. I guess I have to go with the American spelling and give it a string value. Well, okay, so we need to create a variable, and I'll say cyan because I like cyan. That's the only reason. I'll make it with a capital letter, and then on line 2 print the length of my color to the console. Okay, let's do that then. My color dot length. So what that should print is 4. So it works. So let's move on to our last lesson of today. Congratulations on making it this far, blah blah blah. The last tricky thing we learned was about if-else statements. If-else statements are conditional statements. Under different conditions, the computer will output different things. Write your own if-else statement. Okay, so if that something something, then else something something, basically. So we have done that. The only instruction is that the result of evaluating the statement is a log to the console of I finished my first course. So I will do that here so that I have more to explain. And then that I finished my first course, and I will put that here, and I will remove that. So many this and that. Let's see where we can start. Oh, I was thinking more of an idea kind of start, but I guess it gives us the instructions of what to do. So I won't read those, I will just scroll that up again or minimize it, and in here, I don't know, we'll say this is the wrong part of the code. There we go. And then if, I don't know, we can do anything here. So if the length of some string, so let's make 1 2 3 4, and then dot length is less than, I don't know, 9, that's going to return true. So we want it to be a smaller number. Let's do 4. That's going to return false, and we get a badge. More importantly, we ran the code that we wanted to run in the else, because the length of this string, although there are numbers in it, is 4, and it's treated as a string. So the length of that is 4, and 4 is not less than 4, it's equal. So it's false. Therefore, this line gets ignored, and the line in the else statement gets run. So this is it for this part of the course. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments down below. Otherwise, if you like this video, please click the like button, share and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, dislike it and tell me what you didn't like it in the comments down below so that I can improve for next time. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.